Yo, what's good, basketball heads? It's your boy Crush. If you saw the game last night, the Denver Nuggets versus the Lakers, it was an epic game. It was an epic game, especially in the first half. The Lakers came out swinging. They came out swinging like, yo, we gotta knock these dudes out. LeBron was balling. I gotta give it to him. LeBron came out balling. AD's doing his thing. And in the first half, I was like, man, the Lakers came to play. They did. I got to give it to them. They came to play. The first half, they got that. But as usual, in the second half, they were doing pretty good. Still was okay. But by the middle to the end of the third quarter, game over. Denver went nuclear and it was lights out. They got destroyed. D'Angelo Russell, he choked as usual. Everybody keeps saying D'Angelo Russell, he's the X factor. We're all saying that, D'Lo, he's the X factor. If D'Lo shows up, he didn't play so well. What's crazy about the whole situation? Nikola Jokic, he wasn't even aggressive. For the first 3 quarters, he wasn't even aggressive. The man had a quiet 32 points. He did most of his work in the third and in the fourth. But for the first half, Nikola Jokic, he wasn't really trying to be too, he wasn't going too hard. He basically got his teammates going. So he kind of, took a step back and let his teammates, get going. But when it mattered the most and you got to take over the game and win, Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, they did the Lakers in. And let's talk about Anthony Davis, man. This dude played one of the best games he's going to play. AD was a monster. I never saw this coming. I knew AD would have had a decent game, but I never saw this coming. Like, he was a monster. He was a monster. You can't even point the finger at him because he played so well through the entire game. But as usual, like we always say, Denver, they're great at closing games, execution. The Lakers, they got the first half. They did that. For the first half, nobody's going to argue. The Lakers did that. And I was surprised, like, wow. They're out here actually balling. They came out swinging. They came out swinging like Mike Tyson. But as we all know, the second half, that's where Denver really put you to bed. The late third quarter, the fourth quarter, game over. Denver took him out. And LeBron James, the man only scored 4 points in the fourth quarter. That is crazy. LeBron James, he was a monster in the first half. And he went missing in the second half? That is crazy. If you're trying to beat Denver, you have to play a full game. You can't play in spurts. This team is too good for you to play in spurts. So you can't have a great first half and a subpar second half. That's not going to work. You definitely can't score 4 points in the fourth quarter. It ain't going to work. You're going to lose. And that's what happened. LeBron was a monster in the first half. In the fourth quarter, he just went missing. I don't know what happened. He ran out of juice. I don't know what happened. But LeBron wasn't as aggressive anymore. The man looked defeated. Like, LeBron literally looked defeated. Like, you know what? I can't beat this team. And this is what I've been telling all these delusional Laker fans all along. I'm not hating on the Lakers. I'm just watching the game, and I'm telling you what I'm seeing. Denver is a superior team. It's that simple. They're superior. They are a better team than the Lakers. No matter how you want to slice it, they're a better team. Anthony Davis played so well. I don't know how he's going to do it any better. To be honest, I was surprised. AD played so well, I was surprised. Not saying I don't think he have the talent, but whenever he faced other big centers or true centers, he shrinks. Or you don't get the best of AD. So the fact that he came out and did what he did, I was surprised. And this is a rare occasion. Of course, he's going to have other games in the series where he plays well. But at this level, I don't know. So AD came out, he came to play. LeBron came to play in the first half. But apparently by the fourth quarter, he went on vacation. He's like, okay, you know what? Denver ran off with the game in the fourth quarter. So the Lakers dominated the first half. In the third quarter, it was close, a little bit chippy, real close, back and forth. By the late third, Denver said, okay, you know what? It's time to go. They went nuclear, and they blew the game wide open. And that was it. The Lakers, they were done. And this is what I'm saying. This is what I've been saying. Denver is a superior team. I have been saying this last year. I've been saying this. I have been saying this before the playoffs started. I've been saying this. They're just a better team. Nikola Jokic is clearly better than LeBron and AD. And with a wingman, a Robin like Jamal Murray, and the team they have a deep bench. They have a great starting five. They're a better team. I've been saying this since last season. Last season, I said Denver would beat Lakers in 5-1, a gentleman's sweep, and they actually swept them. This season, I'm saying the same thing. It's going to be a gentleman's sweep. But I wouldn't be surprised if Denver sweep the Lakers again. And this is why they should have avoided Denver. They should have threw the game, and faced the Kings. But that was a real scary situation because the Kings beat the Lakers, I think 3-0 this season. The Kings have not lost to the Lakers this season. So that could have been detrimental. And them knowing that, the Lakers were in a bad situation. Do we throw this game and face the Kings to possibly get the 8th seed so we could face OKC, which we have a way better chance at? Or do we face Denver in round one while everybody's healthy? LeBron still got a lot of energy. Nobody's hurt. And that's what they did. Let's just face Denver in round one. That's our best shot. If we beat them, we have a great chance to get into the finals. But newsflash, Denver is a superior team. They're a better team. And I think that decision was a mistake. You go face the Kings. And if you lose, guess what? So be it. So be it. I just feel like that's what they should have done. I would rather take my chances, playing OKC. And if we beat them, we might see Denver later on, whatever the case. That would be my approach. But I would not want to play Denver in round one. That's suicide. But for some reason, LeBron, Darvin Ham, and the Lakers front office, they believe, you know what? This is the best option. Let's face Denver round one. We'll take our chances. I feel like that was a mistake because I don't see how the Lakers are going to beat Denver. They're just a better team. They have better superstars, better stars. Their bench is better. They have better chemistry. I mean, we could go on and on and on. They have better shooters. It's unfortunate, but it's a wrap. It's over. If you watch basketball, you analyze the game. You're not biased. You pay attention. You already know it's a losing situation. But if you're a delusional LeBron fan, you're always riding his coattail, and, it's all LeBron, then, you're delusional. So you don't want to see the obvious. In your mind, you're going to make up things. I know LeBron could do it. This is not some fairy tale movie, man. This is real life. Denver is a superior team. And you saw that last night because the Lakers dominated the first half. They dominated the first half. I'm sure a lot of people were surprised. They had a shock. Like, man, they came out swinging. They were hitting shots. LeBron is doing his thing. AD's doing his thing. The bench, they're doing their thing. Everybody was balling in the first half. And for a moment, you're like, man. But I wasn't worried about it. I'm not saying that now because the Lakers lost. I wasn't worried about it because you have 4 quarters in a game. You have 2 halves in a game. And I knew, even though the Lakers are doing their thing in the first half, you have a second half. And I already knew in the second half, Denver was going to take their game to a next level. So when they blew the game wide open, I wasn't shocked. Like, no, I already expected this. If you watch Denver and you pay attention, you already know. The Lakers, LeBron, they came out. They did what they were supposed to do, or what you hoped they would do. But you knew there was a second half. If you can't play 4 quarters against Denver, you're not winning. And unfortunately, the Lakers played 2.5 quarters. That was it. Anthony Davis gave you everything he had. He scored. He played defense, rebounds, blocks. The man did everything in his powers to win. But guess what? In the 4th quarter, LeBron went on vacation. And if LeBron was aggressive alongside AD, they would have had a great chance to possibly steal game 1. But if LeBron is not trying to be aggressive, he's not looking to shoot, that only make the game easier. We don't have to worry about LeBron. He's not trying to play today. He's on vacation. He did what he had to do in the first half, and then he's like, I'm good. And then he got complacent. I'm cool. I did what I had to do. I got my numbers. I got my 27. I got my numbers. I'm cool. And AD's out here playing his ass off, getting offensive rebounds, putbacks, blocks. AD did everything you would ask of him. Literally everything. What more could he do? It didn't matter. Denver is just a better team. If LeBron is not going to play 4 full quarters, you have no chance in hell. You have no chance in hell. AD's not going to beat Denver by himself. I don't care if he scored 50. LeBron is not going to beat Denver by himself. It has to be a collective effort. Everybody got to be on board. And in the first half, they did that. They had that collective game going on. Everybody's chipping in. And it was nice. It was beautiful. They did their thing. I was surprised. But in the second half, more so toward the end of the third, mid-third, the end of the third, everything unraveled and they got ran out the building. I don't know if the altitude is a part of the situation because LeBron didn't really do much in the fourth. It's like he checked out. That's crazy. You want to win a championship and you checked out in the fourth quarter? You got AD out here trying his best, doing everything he could do, and LeBron is on vacation. And the rest is history. But this is no surprise, man. I have been saying this forever. LeBron is not winning any more championships. Not as a Laker. I said this once he won the bubble chip. Literally. After he won the bubble chip, I said this. And I've been saying the same thing for eternity. Every season I say the same thing. LeBron is not winning any more chip as a Laker. The writing been on the wall, but for some reason, all these delusional Laker fans, more so LeBron fans, I should say, in their mind, it's like LeBron is going to get us another chip. He could do it. No, he can't. Number one, he's older. Number two, there are now better players in the league. That's just a fact of the matter. Everybody gets old. Jordan had to get old. Kobe Bryant got old. Tim Duncan got old. Everybody eventually, you get older, and it's the facts of life. And now you have all these young players. They're younger, more energy, faster. They could jump higher. And that's just what it is. So the Lakers, they might win one game, more than likely. They'll win one game. The Lakers might win a game at home. It's a 50-50. They might win one game at home. And Denver is going to go back home and wrap it up. Another failed season. This is why a lot of us felt like they should have avoided Denver. Throw the game versus the Pelicans, play the Kings, and if you win, you face OKC, which more than likely you could beat that team. You have size, and you match up well against OKC. So that, to me, was their best option. But they decided, we ain't ducking no smoke. Darvingham talking his shit. AD talking tough. We ain't ducking no smoke. Okay, y'all ain't ducking no smoke? You'll be home soon. Don't worry. You'll be home real shortly. Just give it another week. A week plus. You'll be home. Don't worry. You'll be watching the game from the couch. You should have threw that game and play OKC. Put your pride to the side, man. This ain't about pride. It's about matchup. I know what they're thinking. If we get Denver now, we're healthy, we're fresh, everybody energy's there. I know what they're thinking, but regardless, I would skip Denver, play OKC. You never know what might happen. Injury is a part of the game, right? Not wishing nothing bad on Denver, knock on wood, but I'm just saying, you never know what could happen. This is why you should have ducked Denver, played OKC, and keep your fingers crossed. Well, that if you get past the Kings, because you would have to beat the Kings and they owned you this whole season, so that's another situation. I feel like that's why they beat the Pelicans, because they were unsure, what if we face the Kings and we lose? And that's a real scenario. That's a real situation. So the Lakers were in a bad spot. This season, this year, they were just in a bad spot. This whole situation was they were in a bad spot. If you lose the game, the Kings had your number all year long. So you possibly lose to the Kings and you're out the playoff. So it was just a bad situation. You're not beating Denver. I don't care what your brain is telling you, what you believe amongst each other. You are not beating Denver. I'm sorry. It's not happening. They're not beating Denver. And anybody who's delusional like Nick Wright or anybody as Shannon Sharp or whoever, who believe otherwise, they're lying to themselves. The Lakers, they are not beating Denver. And last night proved it. They played one of the best first half you could play and still got blown out. Make that make sense. One of the best first half you could possibly play and still lose the game. And as of right now, Denver have beaten the Lakers 9 times. 9 times, 9 consecutive times. The Lakers have lost to Denver 9 times. That is insane. They have yet to beat Denver ever since they won that little bubble chip. And remember, Denver back then, they were a baby. The Joker now is not the Joker then. You know, he was a baby. Jamal Murray, he was good, but he wasn't the Jamal Murray of right now. So this is a full grown-up team. They're all grown up, matured. They won the championship last season, so they have experience. And they're just a better team. They're the best team in the NBA. Until proven otherwise, they are the best team in the NBA. And if I was Darvin Ham, I would have avoided Denver. Screw all this, we're not afraid of anybody. You know, we want all the smoke. I don't care what your brain is telling you. Denver is a superior team. You know, so LeBron gave you 27 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists in 41 minutes. Anthony Davis gave you 32 points, 14 rebounds, 5 assists in 44 minutes. D'Angelo Russell gave you 13 points in 41 minutes. Austin Reeves gave you 13 points in 37 minutes. Taurean Prince gave you 11 points in 20 minutes. So you got a little bit of production. I mean, D'Angelo Russell could have gave you about 20 to 25. You needed a little more from D'Angelo Russell. Rui gave you 7. We need we need a little more from Rui, about 15 points in that range. 7 is not going to cut it. Even though LeBron scored 27 and it looks good, most of that was in the first half. But for the entirety of the game, LeBron, like I said, he was good in the first half. I don't know what happened in the fourth quarter. I don't know if he was tired, or he just gave up. Like, we can't beat this team. I mean, he lost all hope. I don't know. But all I saw was Anthony Davis is out there giving you everything he had. And it didn't matter. It did not matter. And the Joker didn't even go hard, honestly. Well, in the fourth quarter, he stepped it up a little bit, but through most of the game, the Joker didn't even go hard. He basically let his teammates go. Nikola Jokic, he took a step back and basically let his teammates eat. He didn't really do too much until the fourth quarter. Even though he had 32 points, it was a very quiet 32. And like I said, man, I don't know what they're going to do, but you're just not beating Denver. I mean, the writing is on the wall. It's been on the wall since last season. Well, we're going to see what happened in game 2, man. But as always, I'll holla. As always, we just talking basketball. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share, holla at your boy.
It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about the game. I'ma say it. It's all about the game.